Can we have a moment for Hakeem Jeffries not being able to answer a simple fucking question? Let's talk about it, shall we? Hello everyone, welcome to Can We Have a Moment? I am your host, Adam Carroll, and today we are talking about Hakeem Jeffries. Hakeem Jeffries, and if you don't know who Hakeem Jeffries is, he is the leader of the minority in the House of Representatives in the United States government. Recently, this past week, he was on the Joy Reid show. If you don't know who Joy Reid is, she used to be on MSNBC, which is now called MS Now. She is not on MS Now anymore because I think she was like fired for some stupid reason, or she was let go, or whatever the fuck. She's great. I love Joy Reid. And she has her own podcast now, The Joy Reid Show, and for some reason, Hakeem Jeffries decided to go on it. I don't know why, but he did. And, yeah, it didn't go well, especially when he was asked questions about AIPAC. If you don't know who AIPAC is, it's essentially the Israeli lobby who buys all the fucking politicians in the States. Anyways, we'll dive into that a little bit more, but Eugene, we're talking about Hakeem Jeffries right now. We're going to need you to quiet down. Okay, here's the clip.
AIPAC now has spent $2 million attacking a moderate-leaning Democrat, Tom Malinowski, a Democrat, in the special House election in New Jersey 11th District. And we got a progressive Latina, Representative Mejia, who won, who, by the way, says abolish ICE. My question for you, if you're looking for accountability, if you're looking for change, shouldn't Democrats stop taking money from AIPAC that has spent so much money against Democrats?
Well, listen, everyone's going to have to make their individual decision. My view...
Okay, I'm going to stop it right there. Everyone's going to have to make their own individual decision. You are the leader of the House of Representatives. You're supposed to be getting everyone whipped into shape. What are you talking? I can't.
As it relates to Democratic incumbents, first of all, is that I will continue to stand by every single one of them, whether that's Alexandria Ocasio-Cortez on the one hand, or the most conservative, moderate Democrat on the other, who's sitting in the Trump district, and at all points in between, right? That's what I'm going to do as House Democratic leader.
Stop it right there. So someone sitting in a Trump district who is a Democrat, they're okay to take money that the Republicans are also taking from the same people. That's okay with you, that they're taking money from people who are also giving money to your fucking opponent. Sure, that makes sense. Total sense, Hakeem Jeffries. Total sense.
Now, in terms of how people individually fundraise, I'm proud of the fact that my average contribution amongst the millions of dollars that I've been working hard to raise for my own reelection that I use to help elect Democrats in other parts of the country is $27 per contributor. That's my average contribution. That's probably the lowest in the Congress.
Okay, we're going to stop it there. $27 per contributor, he says. That's great. Good for you, buddy. You're not telling me how much money AIPAC is giving you. You're also not telling me how much money other corporate donors are giving you. Again, if you're bought off by the same people that are giving money to your opponents, then it really doesn't matter. You're cut off at the knees. You can't do anything. It's why you are a feckless leader. I really should have just let this whole clip I really should have just let this whole clip play, but oh well.
And so now everyone is going to raise money from their own constituents in different ways, and their own constituents are going to have a variety of different perspectives on a variety of different issues.
He cannot answer the question without giving us a mouth full of salad. What's that word? Hold on. I wrote it down. Word salad. Without giving us a word salad.
But make no mistake, there's a big difference between Democrats and Republicans, and we're seeing that right now.
Will you stop taking money from AIPAC?
I'm going to continue to raise money in the same way that I've been raising it, where the average contribution from millions of people across the country is $27 per contributor.
I do not care, again, that your average contributor is $27. Girl, you ain't Elizabeth Warren. You ain't Bernie Sanders. You're Hakeem Jeffries. You're bought and paid for. We know. We're fully aware. And I hope to God someone primaries your ass or kicks you out of the fucking leadership. Why are you there? I've never seen this guy get so worked up before about being asked. You're going on the Joy Reid show. You don't think you're going to get asked about AIPAC in Israel? It's Joy Reid. Do you not know who she is? And you're going into the midterms. You don't think you're going to get asked about AIPAC again? You might want to figure out some good answers here, because the answer you just gave was shit. The thing I don't think he realizes, though, is that the Democratic base has moved. I would also just say the world in general has soured on Israel. You can't commit a genocide and then expect to continue to get support. I just really hope that people like Hakeem Jeffries, Chuck Schumer, Cory Booker get AIPAC out of their asshole and actually start focusing on the needs of the American people, because otherwise you're gonna lose, especially in 2028. You might win in 2026 despite yourselves, but if you put up another corporate dem, you're gonna lose, and that's gonna be fucking hilarious to watch from afar. Anyways, guys, that's my rant about Hakeem Jeffries being so great. We love him to pieces. He's so cool. Okay, the other thing I want to talk about really quick, the battery on my camera is about to die, is Stephen Colbert being just completely censored this past week. Well, here's Stephen Colbert giving it a little bit of an explanation. Let's watch that.
He was supposed to be here, but we were told in no uncertain terms by our network's lawyers, who called us directly, that we could not have him on the broadcast. Then I was told in some uncertain terms that not only could I not have him on, I could not mention me not having him on. You might have heard of this thing called the equal time rule, okay? It's an old FCC rule that applies only to radio and broadcast television, not cable or streaming, that says if a show has a candidate on during an election, they have to have all that candidate's opponents on as well. There's long been an exception for this rule, an exception for news interviews and talk show interviews with politicians. On January 21st of this year, a letter was released by FCC chairman and smug bowling pin Brendan Carr. In this letter, Carr said he was thinking about dropping the exception for talk shows because he said some of them were motivated by partisan purposes. Anyway, I decided to take Brendan Carr's advice. I am going to interview James Talarico tonight, but it's not going to be on The Late Show. It's going to be on The Late Show's YouTube page. The network says I can't give you URL or a QR code, but I promise you, if you go to our YouTube page, you'll find it.
So I think this incredibly backfired on them, 110%. This backfired. The video online, it's been up for like a day or two, and it's already got like 2.6 million views. They literally just shined a spotlight on it, on James Talarico. And yeah, here's a clip from the interview. If you want to watch the interview, actually, you can watch it on YouTube, but here's a clip real quick.
Well, for 50 years, the religious right, a political movement, that is the perfect description for it, they convinced a lot of our fellow Christians that the most important issues were abortion and gay marriage. Two issues that aren't mentioned in the Bible, two issues that Jesus never talked about. Jesus in Matthew 25 tells us exactly how you and I and every one of our fellow believers, how we're going to be judged and how we're going to be saved. By feeding the hungry, by healing the sick, by welcoming the stranger. Nothing about going to church, nothing about voting Republican. It was all about how you treat other people. I've said before, don't tell me what you believe, show me how you treat other people, and I'll tell you what you believe. In our faith, we've got to get back to those fundamentals. My granddad was a Baptist preacher in South Texas, and when I was little, he told me that Christianity is a simple religion. Not an easy religion, he would always clarify, but a simple religion because Jesus gave us two commandments, love God and love neighbor. And there was no exception to that second commandment. Love thy neighbor regardless of race or gender or sexual orientation or immigration status or religious affiliation.
So yeah, I personally think James Talarico is the perfect fit for Texas. Obviously, I don't live in Texas. I don't live in the United States. But everything I know about Texas and how religious it is, and with the southern states, this guy is using his religion to say, hey, this other party over here has been using your religion against you for the last like 3-4 decades, and you've gotten nothing out of it. Let's talk about that. And I think he's exactly what the Democratic Party needs, especially in southern states, and I think he's exactly what the voters need to be able to, you know, take the blinders off of what the Republican Party has done to them for like, you know, the last like 4 decades. I love this guy. I also love Jasmine Crockett, to be quite honest. And if she were to win the nomination, that'd be cool too. If you don't know who Jasmine Crockett is, I'm sure you do. Take this clip, for example.
I'm just curious, just to better understand your ruling. If someone on this committee then starts talking about somebody's bleach blonde, bad built butch body, that would not be engaging in personalities, correct?
A what now?
Chairman, I make a motion to strike those words.
I don't think that's
Hold
a
on.
part of
I'm
it.
trying to find clarification on what qualifies.
Chairman, motion to
I
strike
had no
those
idea
words.
what you just said.
We're not gonna do this. Look, you guys earlier literally just.
You just voted to do it.
Y'all did it first, so you don't want to talk about
voted to do it.
Order.
I'm trying to get clarification.
Look at, calm down.
No, because this
I
is
would
what
like
y'all
to get
do.
through proceedings.
So I'm trying to get
Miss
clarification.
Crockett, you're not recognized. Miss
I can't hear
Crockett.
you with your
And
yelling.
You don't want
calm
me to
down.
Be, no,
Can you please calm down?
Don't tell me to calm down.
Calm down.
Because y'all
Please
talk
calm
noise,
down.
and then you
You're
can't
out of
take
control.
Because if
Look, Chairman,
if I
can
come
we
and
send
talk
outside to
shit
take a
about
break
her,
for 5
y'all
minutes?
gonna have a problem.
Mr.
Order.
Chairman.
All right,
Sorry.
chair.
I don't know why
Okay.
you're
Order.
acting
Chair
like
now
that.
recognizes.
Love her to pieces. But I definitely think she has a little bit of a different vibe than James Talarico. Could she win? I absolutely do think she could win. But I think, I don't know, maybe this, I hope this doesn't come off racist or anything, but I think James Talarico has something that is just needed at the moment. He has to be that, that I don't know, that interchanging piece, not interchanging. He needs to be the first to kind of start the tide. I can't think of the word that I need to think of. I think James Talarico, no, I still can't think of the word. I should have written it down somewhere, but I didn't. I think he needs to be the first change over to happen. This just looks like I'm... Anyways, guys, that's all I have for today. And he got caught following some like big-tittied OnlyFans girls, either on his like Instagram or Twitter, and I just thought that was fucking hilarious. So, if I was in Texas, that's who I would vote for. Alright everyone, if you like this video, please thumbs it up, make sure you're subscribing, share this video with your friends, and I'll see you next time.